Congratulations, Heather. Looks like even someone as hopelessly late as you finally managed to get married, huh? Mom told me the news. Took you long enough.
Thanks, Bree. I appreciate it.
But seriously, I heard you're not even doing a wedding ceremony. What's the point of finally getting married if you're gonna skip the one chance you have to wear a wedding dress?
Well, I'm already in my late 30s. I felt like maybe I missed that window. At my age, wearing a gown feels a little embarrassing, I guess. And honestly, David doesn't really care about ceremonies either, so we decided to skip it.
Huh! What a convenient little excuse. But let's be real, Heather. That's not the truth, is it? We both know why you're skipping the ceremony. Your husband's broke, isn't he? That's why you can't afford it, right?
What?
I mean, come on. A guy willing to marry a washed-up past-her-prime woman like you? He's obviously some sad little bottom feeder. Nobody else wanted him, so he settled for you. And now you have to pretend you're happy while you secretly cry into your pillow.
You can mock me all you want, Bree. I'm used to it. But don't you dare mock David. You don't even know him.
Oh, yeah? Then why don't you tell me, sis? What does this Prince Charming of yours do for a living, huh? Don't tell me he's a garbage collector or something.
That's a disgusting thing to say. You just insulted an entire profession of hardworking people. And for your information, David's a lawyer. He works hard for people. He's a man who believes in justice. A man I'm proud to call my husband.
Huh? Your husband? A lawyer? You've got to be kidding me.
Why would I joke about something like that?
No way. There's just no way. Lawyers make what, $100,000 a month? They're the top of the food chain. Why on earth would a guy like that settle for you?
I don't really know his exact income, but yeah, he mentioned it somewhere around that, I guess.
Wait. You're telling me your husband makes over $1 million a year? That's insane. So you really are in the winner's circle now, huh? But don't get the wrong idea, Heather. You might have snagged a rich guy, but that doesn't mean you're suddenly better than me.
Bree, I didn't marry him for his money. David's a kind, gentle man. He makes me feel safe, and I know together we can build a happy home. I hope. Someday, I can have the kind of warm, loving family you and your husband have.
Huh? Are you trying to be snarky now? Is that supposed to be some kind of backhanded insult? Just because you bagged yourself a rich man, you think you can talk down to me?
No. I didn't mean it that way, I swear. Your husband's strong, dependable, and always puts you first. He helps out around the house. He's a great guy, Bree. I always admired your relationship.
Yeah, right. The only reason he helps around the house is 'cause he's broke. It's the least he can do. Ugh, you make me sick, Heather. Acting all high and mighty now just 'cause you married late and scored a lawyer. You're still the same old pathetic loser you've always been.
You've got it all wrong, Bree. Please don't twist things like that.
You know what? Fine. If you think you're some hotshot now, I'll just steal your fancy lawyer husband from under your nose.
What?
Didn't you say his name is David? Lawyer or not, at the end of the day, men are all the same. They all want a younger, sexier woman. All I have to do is give him a little taste of me, and he'll dump you in a heartbeat.
That's a joke, right? Tell me you're joking. I finally get married, and instead of celebrating, my own sister is threatening to steal my husband?
Oh, I'm dead serious, sweetie. I'm gonna make sure your fancy, high-earning lawyer hubby becomes mine. A loser like you doesn't deserve to sit at the winner's table.
Honestly, if it makes you feel better, just block Bree. Forget she's my sister. You don't owe her any politeness.
If you say so, I'll block her later tonight. It's exhausting to keep rejecting her over and over. Anyway, I should get back to work.
Wait. Actually, there's one more thing I almost forgot. I got a call from the police earlier today. They asked if you were home.
The police?
Yeah, I told them you weren't home, that you were at work, and they just hung up right after. Maybe it was work-related? I asked if I should take a message, but they refused.
When was this call? You said earlier. Do you mean like an hour ago?
Not even that. More like 10 minutes ago. Could it be something urgent?
Yeah, it's probably work-related. I mean, I deal with law enforcement all the time, you know? Lots of confidentiality in my line of work, so they probably couldn't say much to you over the phone.
Yeah, makes sense, I guess. Your job is complicated.
It sure is. It's a lot of pressure, Heather. Actually, I should tell you, I won't be home tonight.
Huh? You're that busy?
Super busy. I got piles of cases to handle, and it's gonna turn into an all-nighter at the office. Honestly, I might even be unreachable for a while.
Unreachable?
Fall for some weak lie like that?
Wait, you saw him at the courthouse?
Of course. He wasn't replying to me, so I got worried. I wanted to check if the divorce went through, but I didn't even know where his office was. Then it hit me. Where do lawyers hang out? At the courthouse, duh.
So you just went to the courthouse?
Exactly, and bingo, I saw him there. In full work mode, looking so damn sexy. I couldn't believe that amazing man was finally mine. And hey, if he's pulling $100K a month, maybe he can make even more now that he's with me.
Sorry to burst your bubble, Bree, but you should sit down and listen carefully. He's not making $100K anymore. In fact, he's making nothing. Zero.
What?
You didn't see him there as a lawyer. You saw him as a defendant.
What are you saying?
Shocking, huh? I almost fainted myself when I heard.
Stop it! What the hell are you talking about? Why would a top lawyer like David get arrested? This has to be a mistake.
No mistake. He confessed to everything. Turns out he's been preying on minors. He got reported and, arrested.
No!
It's the truth. I couldn't believe it either. But apparently he's been at it for years. Dozens of victims. He wasn't some charming lawyer. He was a predator hiding behind his marriage. Our marriage was nothing but a cover. He used it to make himself seem trustworthy, so the girls would let their guard down.
No. No.
And you were just another pawn, another tool for him to hide behind while running from the cops.
That can't be.
Believe what you want, but you slept with him, didn't you? You let him use you, just like he used me. Guess we were both fools. Though I can't really sympathize with you. You knew he was married. You didn't care.
This can't be real. You're making this up, right? He's not really arrested. He's not some creep who goes after kids.
You'll see it in the news soon enough. Prominent attorney arrested for sex crimes. Should make for a juicy headline. If you don't believe me, keep watching the news. Place, and you lost. Now you'll pay the price for it.
won't stick by me? Even if I manage to get a suspended sentence, I can't practice law anymore. My license is as good as gone. I'll be jobless. I'll be a disgrace. I need you, Heather. You're all I have left. How can you not even feel a shred of pity for your husband?
Husband? You still think you get to call yourself that? David, you're nothing but a coward. A disgusting little boy hiding behind his fake charm and empty promises. You never loved me. You loved the image we projected to the world. You loved the perfect marriage, the social status, the attention. But me? The real me? You tossed me aside the moment you thought you found something better. Even if that something better was my own sister.
Heather, it wasn't like that!
Wasn't it? Tell me then, David. What was it like? Enlighten me. Because from where I'm standing, it looked exactly like betrayal, like adultery. Like you using my sister, humiliating me, stabbing me in the back while I sat at home playing the loyal wife.
It wasn't about love. It wasn't even about sex, okay? If I had no choice, I needed a place to hide. I was scared, Heather. I didn't know where else to go, and Bree was there. I used her, okay? It was survival. I never meant to hurt you.
Wow, you never meant to hurt me. Do you hear yourself right now? You are pathetic. You're not even trying to deny it anymore. You were admitting you used my sister like she was nothing, and you expect me to feel sorry for you? No, David. I've already shed enough tears over you. I've already been humiliated enough. I'm done. I refuse to let you drag me down any further.
But what about us? What about the life we built together? Heather, I'm begging you. If you leave me now, I have nothing left. Nothing! My parents, they only bailed me out because they had to. They told me they'd never want to see my face again. They told me to get out of their house as soon as possible. That I should go crawling back to you because I'm their embarrassment now. Heather, I have nowhere else to go. I have no one.
Not my problem, David. You made your bed. Now lie in it. If you really have nowhere else to go, why don't you go tell the judge? Tell them you're homeless, friendless, jobless. Beg them to throw you in prison. At least there you'd have 3 meals a day and a roof over your head. Maybe that's where you belong.
You can't! You can't be serious!
I've never been more serious in my life. I'm done playing the fool. I'm done playing the abandoned wife. I'm taking control of my life now, David. And you? You're just a bad chapter I'm closing for good.
Heather, please, don't do this! I can't survive without you!
You should have thought about that before you decided to betray me, before you made me the laughingstock of everyone we know. I don't care what happens to you now. Go beg on the streets for all I care. I'm not your safety net anymore. You can whine, you can cry, you can throw yourself a pity party all you want. I'm done. The papers will be there tomorrow. Sign them. End this farce. shift in social standing, he took up menial part-time jobs, barely earning enough to scrape by. The man who once boasted about his high-profile cases and his influential clients was now living in a small, modest apartment, clocking in for shifts at convenience stores and cleaning offices after hours. That was his new reality. And then there was Bree. Oh, Bree. She, too, faced the consequences of her selfishness and short-sighted choices. Apparently, in a panic after realizing how thoroughly her life had imploded, she tried desperately to win back her ex-husband. She sent him letters, called him late at night, even waited outside his workplace in the hopes of catching him during his commute. But the door she had so carelessly slammed shut was no longer open to her. Her ex-husband, as it turned out, had long moved on, not only emotionally, but also in his professional life. Word eventually reached me through mutual acquaintances that after their divorce, Bree's ex-husband's career took a significant turn for the better. He had been promoted to an executive position within his company, and the president himself had taken such a liking to him that he was now being seriously considered as the heir to the entire business. Should that happen, his annual income would skyrocket, multiplying by several factors. From an ordinary salaried employee, he was on the cusp of entering the upper echelons of the business world, surrounded by wealth and influence Bree could now only dream about. And that knowledge, more than anything, seemed to break her. I heard that Bree, who once basked in the shallow comfort of status and materialistic indulgence, was now spending her days in utter despair. She was often seen weeping inconsolably, holed up in her childhood room at her parents' house, clutching her phone as though it were a lifeline. Scrolling through old photos and messages she and her ex-husband had once shared, she clung to those fragments of the past as if doing so would somehow turn back the clock, erase her mistakes, and bring back the life she had so thoughtlessly destroyed with her own hands. But no one was coming to rescue her now. People say that Bree's parents, once so indulgent and enabling of her worst behaviors, had finally begun to lose patience as well. After all, they too had lost face in the community because of her scandals. They now found themselves quietly distancing from their daughter, subtly encouraging her to find work and contribute to the household expenses. It was ironic, really. Bree, who once looked down on others for living modest, hard-working lives, now found herself at the very bottom of that ladder, forced to face the harsh realities she had spent so long avoiding. As for me, I've moved on in my own way. The life I live now is quieter, simpler, but it's filled with a peace that I never thought possible during those dark years when I was shackled to David's lies. I no longer have to endure the suffocating weight of pretending everything was fine when it wasn't. I no longer live in fear of betrayal lurking around every corner. I can finally focus on rebuilding my life on my own terms, surrounded by people who genuinely care about me. Not for what I can offer them, but simply because I am me. Looking back, I realized that while those days were some of the most painful and humiliating experiences of my life, they also taught me lessons I could never have learned otherwise. They forced me to see the truth about the people I had surrounded myself with, to confront my own fears, to find the courage to walk away from what was familiar but toxic.
Thank you for watching all the way until the end. If you felt good after watching this video, please like the video. If not, please leave a comment and give us your feedback. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Your comments and likes help this channel grow. We hope you enjoy our other stories as well.